Hello everybody, this is Tracy at TierraCast. With our leather findings release, we introduced components for working with leather and other heavy materials like faux suede or layers of thick ribbon. Our design process included setting our new compression rivets and also setting snaps. This instructional video will show you how to do both. First, we'll demonstrate how to use our rivets. They are compression rivets and consist of a 5mm post and a cap with a 4mm dome. They are quick and easy to use with simple tools that you can find at craft and fabric stores, hardware stores, leather craft suppliers, and some bead stores and distributors. You'll need a hammer or mallet, a rivet setting tool, and a bench block or some other very solid surface to hammer on. You may also want to have a dot anvil. And you'll need something to form holes in your materials like revolving punch pliers, also known as leather punching pliers, or hole punches. The revolving pliers do take some strength to use, especially with thick leather, so if this is a concern, try the punches instead. TierraCast rivets are great for using both functionally and decoratively. The 5mm length will secure soft materials together from 2 to about 4mm thick, or if you're including metal components, up to about 3mm thick. If the material is too thin, the rivets won't set properly. If it is too thick, they won't set securely. The process is simple. I'm going to rivet one of our strap tips to the end of this strip of leather to demonstrate. Use a pencil to mark where you want the hole in your material. Then use a hole punching tool to make a hole slightly larger than the cap, about 2.5mm. Now place the post up through your material from the bottom. Add your component and place the cap over the top. Squeeze them together gently to engage them, and then place them onto your bench block. Now, because this component has a lip on the back that holds the leather in place, I need to make sure that I position that off the edge of the block so that I don't bend it while I'm hammering. Now place the concave end of the rivet setter onto the cap and strike a few times with your hammer, keeping the setting tool straight. Check to see if it's set securely. It should not be loose, and repeat if necessary. Now we'll talk about snaps. There are prefabricated cuffs out there, but the great thing about setting your own snaps is the creative opportunity for upcycling and repurposing old leather purses, belts, and leather scrap. The type of snap we're demonstrating are post-style snaps and consist of two pairs of components: a button and socket or female side for the top of your designs, and a post and stud or male side for the underneath. The two most common sizes for leatherworking are line 20 and line 24. The smaller line 20 snaps are a little over 1/2 inch, about 13mm, and are best for leather that is 2 to 3mm thick. Line 24 snaps are slightly larger, about 6/10 of an inch, or a little over 15mm, and they're good for 3mm or thicker leather. To set this kind of snap, you need the following tools: a hammer, a snap setting tool specific to the size of snap you are working with, a bench block or other solid hammering surface, a snap setting anvil, and a hole punching tool, such as the leather punching pliers, or if those are difficult for you, a hole punch. Again, the process is pretty easy. For the top side of your design, make a hole in your material just slightly larger than the post on the button component. Set the button into the hole on the top of your material and fit the socket onto the other side. Set this assembly button side down into the anvil and set the snap setting tool into the post and strike with the hammer firmly until set. If it starts to set crooked, you can kind of angle the setter around and tap it and try to straighten it out. Now determine the placement of the other half of your snap component and make a second hole. I've pre-made this one. Set the post through that hole from the bottom And check to make sure that your components are placed so that they're going to operate correctly. And fit the socket onto the post. Set this assembly onto your bench block and repeat the setting process. Now it's ready for covering with the TierraCast snap cap. Just put a 4 to 5 millimeter bead of epoxy or E6000 into the cap. Set that securely onto the snap and allow to cure. We hope this video has been helpful and inspiring. Please watch our Leather Findings collection video to learn more about the Leather Findings components and have fun. Thanks for watching.